Yo, wagwan. Tis your boy, Jedon, Legendary. This character here, this is Hadir. Once upon a time, her name was Bobbleheaded. But that was many years ago, back in Cataclysm, when she was a level 80 twink and I used to kill undergeared level 85s. Well, that's not what she does anymore. Nowadays, she's a pirate, as you could tell by her obvious old school swashbuckler attire. What do pirates need? Money. Okay? But that's kind of hard to do when your character's only level 70 and you only hop on them when you need to open up the occasional lockbox. Okay? So today, we're gonna finally take this character and make her worth some crap again for the first time in over 10 years. And that is mining and herbalism. You saw the thumbnail, you saw the title. We have our selection of gear plus the enchantments, and I will then be showing you the route you should be taking. I'll hop on my higher level herbalist and miner, and then I'm gonna show you where to grab herbing and mining treasures so that you can boost your skills up just a little bit faster. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, that like button, the notification bell, show which people join Legendary Clan Sports to become legendary. Check out all the links in the description. You might find some stuff you might like. With that being said, it's time to get to level 70. Take this level 70 and get her to 80 solely by herbing and seeing how much money will she make within that time. Let's go. Okay, so we just got her mining and herbalism. Okay, now for in terms of equipment, if you are using a druid, you don't need this stuff. If you're playing a tank character, you won't need this item. If you're playing DPS, you're gonna need to get your hands on Bone. Comfortable Riders Barding. Equip this to your mount equipment slot. For those who don't know what that is, that's this right here. When you put this on, when you get dazed, which only happens to DPS and healers, tanks don't face daze, and druids, they can face daze, but if you're in flight form, it won't mean anything. This will keep you from getting knocked off of your mount. This works for all mounts, not just one. You put that on, you're good to go. Now, me personally, I like using the dirigible because it's not too big, and you can see herbs pretty easily. Okay, so you go ahead, put that on, and blow. Now you, as a DPS or healer, will no longer be able to face getting stunned. Sadly, this is only for that one character, so this will only be usable on her. I got it for her, so she's the only one that can use it. Good thing is, it only costs like 70 gold. Next up, Dawn Weave Regent Bag. It's a little expensive, but you'll make that money back in no time. The reason why you want this bag is because it's the biggest bag. Normally you would go with a 32 slot, that's cool, but you want as much space as possible. Okay. Then you need your actual gear. So for mining, that is Miner's Beaumont Horde. I usually get Finesse because that's a chance at getting more items. Then you want the helmet. There's only one stat, and that is Deafness and Perception. You don't get anything else. And then you have your pickaxe. For these, you could get Deafness, you could get Finesse. I went with Deafness because it makes things a little faster, and Finesse is overly expensive right now. I wasn't willing to spend an extra 3,000 gold for no dang reason. Then for your herbalism, Weaver Cloth, Gardening Hat, Gardening Basket, Finesse, Deafness, and Perception, so the same thing. Sadly, there's rarely ever any 564 Weaver Cloth hats, so the 551 I'll have to do for now. And then of course your weapon, which also has Finesse, and as you can see, both of my weapons have enchantments. Those enchantments will bring even more extra resources. Quick intermission, something I forgot to mention. Crafting orders, you come over to Clark Gretel, go down to Profession Equipment, and you can actually get blue variants of this gear. However, you should really only be getting blue for your high-end character, not for your regular character you're just trying to level up. One more item I forgot to speak about is the File of True Sight, which I'm almost 100% sure they just added a level cap to this because it was definitely not a requirement to be level 71, so there that goes. because I have literally leveled like 5 characters through mining and herbalism now, and I've been using these straight from 70. So yeah, not sure why they decided to do that, but you know, good old Blizzard, you know, good old Blizzard. Are a whopping 36 hundo. But with the farming of it, you'll definitely make that money back, so the investment is definitely worth it. You can go for the cheaper ones if you want to, but honestly, you shouldn't waste your time. Just go with the expensive one, you'll make the money back and then some. It won't mean no thing. As you can see, I put it on both weapons. I was more than willing to spend the 7,000 because I'll easily make that said money back. Now we go ahead, put on her herbalism stuff, and boom. She now has increased efficiency. Skill at 19 instead of 1. Finesse is at 19, so that gives you an 18.3 to gather more of the primary region. And then deafness allows you to be faster, as I said. Perception allows you to get rarities while farming. So instead of getting copper level items, you would get gold. Let me show you what that looks like real quick if you never did mining or herbalism. Alright, so as most of you know, mining and herbalism back in the day was far more simplistic. Okay, if we go to our old world regions, it was just one item. That's it. Arcane crystal was arcane crystal. There was no gold standard, there was no silver, there was no copper. In the modern day, you have copper, silver, gold. Gold is your best of the best. These are going to typically sell the most. Not all the time, but for Behemoth and Micro Bloom, they definitely do sell more. So with perception, it allows you to have a higher possibility of getting gold or silver instead of copper. Okay, quick intermission. We're way down the line in the video. As you can see, she's now level 80, but there's something I really forgot to mention, something important. So as you're farming, you're going to get these here, Artisan's Acuity. These, if you come to this spot right here in the middle, okay, you go ahead, look at your map, it's right next to the bank. You fly on over past the auction house, straight down here. You're going to come into this little building right here. In this little building, okay, you're going to see this dwarven lady right here. She's going to have a quest. You're going to pick this quest up from her, okay? Hand it into this guy, or no, not him, this guy, okay? You're going to hand it back in. She's going to give you a free thing of supplies. Doesn't really matter which one you take, whatever you think might be the best. I'm just going to grab some ore, right? So when you get these acuity, we now have 640. You come to this guy, you can get a ton of resources from him for a grand total of 900 acuity, 900 for herbalism, 900 for mining. For this character, because all we wanted for her was to get her to level 80, I'll never do mining or herbalism on her ever if her can gain. So instead, you can come to the back and he has a crap ton of surplus. This will give you really good quality herbs or mine leather, whichever one you purchase, cloth, or it'll give you a sellable plan. So if you're gonna ever herb and mine on that character again, you're gonna want to purchase one of these. Pretty good supplies. I'm gonna go for some ore because we need more ore. Our ore not as high as I want it to be. You open that up and boom, you get a whole bunch of heat. Wow, whole bunch of heat, my boy. So quick intermission, you know what I mean? Alrighty, now on my higher level herbalist and miner. Okay, when it comes down to it, some knowledge I forgot to use. When it comes down to it, for mining, you're going to want to start in the mining fundamentals. You're going to move down to the mining fundamentals itself. You want to max this out. For everyone else, you need to go all the way to 60. You go all the way to 60, as you can see, you can now mount it. I can use whatever mount I want now to do mining and herbalism. For druids, all you need is 55. Me personally, I like to max it out anyways, just because I wouldn't want it to be half done. You know, it bothers me. That's a small thing. Then you go to plethora of ore. Okay, max this out, max these out. What this does is it'll give you more on regular ore. So everything you mine, not everything you mine is going to be a rich, and not everything you mine is going to be a seam. Therefore, these two aren't as important. That's where everything you mine is going to be, you know, a mine. It's going to be a fucking joint, and you get extra skill, which means you got better chances at everything. As you can see, we go over to, oh, those are the specialties. We go over to regular joints, 84, big percent, 23, 278 skill. So my character is very efficiently picking up every dang thing. And that is, once you have this one maxed out, then everything else you just fill it all in. This one I would do last because this is for your your specialty joints. You know, you can stop and pick them up. These ones right here is typically the best. So if when you do get to this one, you go boom and then you go straight down. Okay, this one right here, top dog, but you got to be quick because you can end up dead. And then for herbalism, you want to start with botany. Fill this one out all the way to 40. For druids, you just want to go to 35. Okay, then you're going to go straight and do the same thing for mining. Fill this one out and fill these ones out. Then go back and do these, because not everything you get is going to be a lush joint, and not everything you get is going to be a specialty joint. Therefore, those two should be done last. Then you move over to this one. Okay, oh, I got some more knowledge I ain't used. Alright, and boom. Simple as that. Now, the little specialty items to help boost your mining and herbalism. Alrighty, 2 add-ons that are going to help you find these items, especially, you know, unless you decide to keep coming on back to this video. You're going to want to get your hands on an add-on called Gathermate. This will show you everything you herbed. You know what I mean? Somebody has showed me this joint right here, and boy oh boy, it's been helpful. Real helpful. Okay? Then you're going to want to get your hands on a rare scanner. This shows you all treasure chests, all NPC rares, little knickknacks on the map. Okay, it shows you every dang thing. Now that's one's going to be the most helpful. That's the one you want the most. Now here in Dornogal, you have 2. You have the Dornogal gardening scythe, which is for herbalism, and then you have the Dornogal chisel, that's for mining. Go ahead and show you exactly where those are. So boom, here in Dornogal, you're going to pull up to this corner right here. Make sure you have outlining on, because if you have outlining on, that's going to make things a million times easier. Each of these little treasures give you 3 knowledge. There are 8 total. So that is 8 for herbalism, 6 for mining. So quite a bit. Now let me go ahead and show you where the chisel is. Alrighty, so for the chisel, you're gonna pull up to this corner right here, this platform, and it's gonna be right on top of this crystal pedestal thing. Go ahead, grab that, and boom, you now have yourself the first for mining. Alright, still within the Isles of Dorn, you're gonna pull up to this little spot right here, right outside of Dornogal. Okay. This little spot right here got 2. Number 1 is this flower, and number 2 is that there gavel here on the table. Boom. You now have 2. 1 for mining, 1 for herbalism. That's 4 total here in Dornogal. On to the Ringing Deeps. Okay, here in the Ringing Deeps is going to be a little hard to see due to my extreme trail of mining and herbalism. But here, and you come on down, and you have 1 here and 1 here. Starting off with the very first one, right here in Gundergaz. This little building right here where the whatever the heck these guys are called. No. Oops. Next door. Build next door. It'll be right here on this table. Earthen digging fork. Okay. This should be for herbalism. Doesn't matter which is for. Just click them and they'll start connecting. Let's go to the next one. Next one is going to be over here in the mining area, as I showed on the map. Right there. come through, and boom, it'll be this big old shovel right here on the ground. This is for mining. Alright, next we are over here in the living grotto where this big guy is. You can already see it. The Fungarian slicer knife. Okay, go ahead, pick that up. Try not to aggro big man. And boom, you now have your slicer knife for herbalism. Alright, for this one, you're going to be coming to the Teloch mine, regenerating ore. That pile of ore right there. Kind of a dangerous spot, but the beauty is I'm on a road, baby. You're going to be grabbing this pile of stuff right here. Boom. You're regenerating ore for mining. Alright, now here in the ever so gorgeous Hollow Fall, okay, we're going to be looking here at the farm. Boom. Bam. And then we're going to be moving over to boom and bam. Okay. Alright, first one, once you pull up into the farm, is going to be right here on the ground. Go ahead, pick that up, big old shovel. And the second one, you can already see it glowing. Okay. Show you how fast the road can go. Show you how fast the road can go. It's right here underneath this shed. The precision drill. And boom, there you go. You have both mining and herbalism. For this next one, you're going to be coming to Merodar. Alright, as soon as you fly into the spot, it'll be right in this shed near the mining guy. Oh, you have yourself a new mining tool for more knowledge. For the next one, you're going to be coming to this spot here, the Veneration Grounds, and it will be oh, boom, right there. The Wrathy Herb Pruner is going to be for herbalism. That is some more knowledge obtained. Now here in the not so beautiful LEGENDxCULT, this one's a little harder to pick up because they don't show up immediately. There's 4 here just like the other 2, but not all of them show up. There's multiple spots. So the first 2 is the Heavy Spider Crusher and then the Nerubian Mining Cart. These 2 will be in their normal position, but the rest of them, not so much. You kind of got to go searching around. Sometimes there's more than 4, so that's the good part about LEGENDxCULT, is there's more than 4 sometimes. Okay, so boom, now that we're in, 3 have spawned. So you're going to be looking for Web Entangled Lotus and the first 2 I showed you. Tunneler Shovel and Heavy Spider Crusher. Shovel is right there. Go ahead, grab that. And boom. That is going to be for herbalism. Then the next is the Spider Crusher. It's going to be on this table right here. This is right in the front, pretty much as soon as you fly in from Wild Camp, Bular. So, there you go. Boom. So that is mining. That is herbalism. Now this one you got to be a little careful because it gets more dangerous in these middle parts. Okay. It's going to be right here in the center from where the little shop was and Wild Camp. It is this little flower here. It's pretty easy to miss because it glows like everything else, but as you can see, it's surrounded by purple plants. It's not very easy to see. That's going to be for your herbalism as well. And now, my peoples, the last one. There are 8 of each, as I said. That is the Nerubian Mine Cart. So when you fly in from Wild Camp and you grab the 2 here, go there for the Lotus, and you come down this way for the Nerubian Mine Cart, right next to the barrows. It'll be this big old thing right here. And boom, that is all 8 for both herbing and mining, which will net you a grand total of, I won't be able to see it on her because she is not over 25, but quite a bit. You do the math, there's 8 of them times 8 times 3, there you go. Go ahead, collect all those and you're good to go. Now we get to the actual mining and herbalism part. Also, what I forgot to tell you is you get oh wait, no, never mind. My fool self, I'm making a mistake. And now, my good people, comes the actual leveling process. This took about 5 hours and 30 odd minutes, I want to say. It was at one point I was grinding for about 20-ish minutes and did not record. I was not paying attention. I was just in it for the grind, baby. I ain't gonna lie. So yeah, I'm gonna say about 5 hours and 30 odd minutes. With that being said, go ahead and show you what that monotonous thing looked like.
Legendary. 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 Legendary.